Hi, parents. Kirk Jones, high school pastor, with
yeah,
you.
Bad start.
No, this happens all the time.
Just stop.
I have high school students in my room, so they're trying to distract me. But it won't work. I've been doing this for too long. We are in the same series, Prison Tweets. So we're going through the letters of Paul, and we're basically doing a letter every weekend, which sounds like, oh my gosh, how do you get through all that scripture? What we're more doing is kind of like from 30,000 feet. This is a flyby, so this is like what Paul was trying to communicate and the context of what's going on and the history and the audience and things like that. So we just got into 1 Corinthians. So the audience is obviously the church at Corinth. We talked about when it was written. And the theme and the context is basically that the church is struggling with its pagan roots. And so we talked a lot about what was inside the letter because there's so much. It talks about division and immorality and difficulty, married life, food that's being sacrificed to idols, and why that's significant to them now because we're not really dealing with that a whole lot. But where we landed was the returning to our pagan roots. And so I talked about Luke 6:43, which is a good tree bears good fruit, a bad tree bears bad fruit. And how Jesus is basically like, hey, I'm sorry, if you're a bad tree, it's bad news for us because we know that we're sinners and that we're bad trees. But it doesn't stop there. Jesus talks about, I'm not in the business of coming up with a remedy for bad trees to produce good fruit. I'm in the business of you surrendering your tree to me, and I will plant a new one. And we talked about how we surrender our life, and the deal was not, my son's going to die on the cross for 50% of your life, 75% of your life, but your whole life. And so Jesus says, I'm ready to plant a new tree. You are now a good tree and you can produce good fruit. And we talked a lot about what that looks like. So hope that brings up some great conversation in the home, and I will see you soon. God bless.